all these subs. If you haven't done it quite yet, go ahead and click that sub button right down there. Hey, thanks a lot for taking a look at my videos. Please take a look at the Patreon account. Anything helps. All right, welcome back to the Autodesk Flame Beginners Tutorial Series. Only here on YouTube. Yeah, so we're back. We're going to continue with this comp here. If you guys are just now checking out the videos and stuff, we have a whole series here. If you want to kind of follow along, go ahead and check out the links below, and you can see what we've done and what we're going to do. Yeah, buddy. Let's go ahead and jump into this first shot. Option, click on all that, and go ahead and copy it. So I was going to copy all this stuff, and let's go ahead and jump on into this next scene. Jump on into our action by hitting the tilde key and space A to center it up. Let's go ahead and move that on out. We're going to paste it, so Control V. So I don't need this deform. I'm going to get rid of that. I can see that these diffuse nodes are actually not referencing anything, so I'm going to grab my metallic thing and drop that on in. Drop that on in. We're going to undo these animations from earlier. Come on. There we go. So if you hold down Option, click there, ramp that transparency to 0. Go ahead and Option, click that, ramp that transparency to 0, and there we go. Now we have our CG back. That's kind of the fun thing about copying things from other scenes, is sometimes you gotta re-put it all together. And here it is. Let's just kind of Option click that. Okay, so there's our CG that we're stealing. So this top CG, let's go ahead and double click on the 3D text. Let's make this say zombies. Zoom on in. Let's get this and only up here. Oh, we'll just kind of have it tuck in like that. Look at that. Look at that. That's a beautiful little thing. Okay, that's not big enough. Let's go 95. Okay, so that'll be cool. We need to get that comped in properly. Notice how we got this G mask here. Let's go ahead and grab a G link and then connect it to that. Yeah, there we go. Then we have our zombie. Okay, see, I was just kind of floating along though. We need to track that puppy in. We could connect this axis. That's our tracker for our G mask. But since we picked a point in the foreground, it's not really going to translate very well for this, since it's a little bit further back in Z space for the optical illusion that we're trying to show here. Oh, there we go. Okay, I still have the G link selected. Okay, let's take a look here. Let's find a node bin. Let's grab an access node. We're going to connect him right here. Double click, and let's do text track. Go ahead and grab him on tracking. Let's make sure the media is number 1, our backplate, which is this, and see how we have our backplate is number 1. Let's just double check that that's on there. We just need a single point track again. We'll go ahead and grab that little point. Does not look like a nice little spot. Let's analyze that. Let's just watch and make sure that it tracks and holds nicely to that. If it doesn't, man, I'd be surprised. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful track. Look at that. That was such a nice thing. Look at that. Just slap the zombies on down there. So that's not what we want. If we go back to the access tab, you can hit the adjust offset. It's going to put it right back in the place where we had it. So let's just kind of follow along. Looks like it's tracked in very nicely. It's tracking that bump very nicely. Let's go ahead and hit escape, and let's put a couple of wooden crates into this scene. So we have this part of the elements. Let's grab this wood crate. And oh man, that doesn't look right. There we go. So while we have them out here, let's go ahead and do a little color grade on them. Come on now. There it is. Hold down shift, kiss it on in. Let's go ahead and double click on our color corrector, and let's just kind of shift it. I'm going to disconnect this so he's not right in front of that other one. Let's just shift him. So taking a look at that, it's kind of a darkish, greenish-ish, yellowish kind of look. Oh, no, that looks like you know what? Something like in there? Yeah, that looks pretty good. Let's crank that gain down, drop that down. Oh man, I could probably go way down. Ooh, yeah. So it's gonna be sitting right down in this area, so it's gonna be nice and dark. We can even like bring it even further down. But we want to kind of match it up with this zombie. So just kind of bring it up a little bit. Oh, maybe that 52. Okay, yeah, there we go. How about we bring the blacks in? Oh, there we go. Nice and contrasty, just like the rest of that shot. So let's go ahead and comp that one on in. Here's our boxes. Let's just kind of comp it on in. Just kind of get them out of the way there. Go back out. Let's grab another color corrector. Okay, so I'm going to do Option Shift to get my little arm out. And Option Shift, and then Option Shift. You know, part of tutorials and stuff sometimes is things don't go as planned. And, you know, a lot of tutorials are put out there like, oh, hey, yeah, this is exactly how it goes. And everything's like nice and smooth and awesome because it's like well thought out. I'm trying not to well thought out these because I want you guys to see the problems that arise sometimes with any kind of edit system. It's not just Flame, it's not just Avid products, it's not just Adobe. They all have some sort of issues and stuff. And it's up to us editors to be able to tackle on those issues and get around them. Workarounds. So the saturation, let's kind of drop that on down. You know, that's another thing we can do with that other one. Let's drop down the saturation on that. I'm saying 69. Why not? Yeah, did I just say that? I think I did. Yeah. Drop down the gain some. Let's make that a little darker. I kind of liked what that slider was doing for us earlier. Right there, right there. And then let's make this box a little bit smaller. There we go. So there we go. So we got that box. How about let's make that box about 28. And these ones obviously need to be quite a bit bigger. Get that to fold on into there. The lighting doesn't really match up with things, but this is just to set things up. You know, what we could do to kind of get the lighting to match up is we could jump on out the batch here, create like a whole nother, you know, structure here with some Gmasks and duplicating things and like Gmask off some stuff here to kind of get that light off of that and really kind of comp that in a lot. We just want that to just cover up a little bit of the zombie. And then this guy, how about we just kind of pop him right there? That kind of looks kind of cool. Let's go ahead. So instead of duplicating the whole thing, if I just duplicate this access, and all I did was I just clicked on it, Control D is duplicate. If I now hold down Shift and kiss it to that box, it gives me a whole nother instance of that same box. So now I can make him a little bit different. See, if this is like a true 3D box, I'd spin them around and like if we had true 3D elements here, but these are just PNGs. So it's not gonna be the best thing in the world, but man, it's actually gonna look pretty good. Okay, so that's that. So now let's go ahead and connect that on into our Gmask. We need a G link. So we're just gonna Option G to the G links. Go to M, so I have my selector tool out again. So right now we need to track in. So this text tracker is right in the floor plane of that. So we're just gonna connect that tracker to these. So hold down Shift and connect all those on in. Now we have those tracked in. Let's go ahead and shift those on over there. You know, there's even more that we can do here to get this to kind of sell itself a little bit better. Put like a little bit of blur onto these boxes, you know, kind of knock them back even further. They're not really meshing into the scene 100% well, but they're meshing pretty good. Okay, so we got the left side here. Let's go ahead and create a right side of things over here. So I'm going to space A to kind of see my whole scene. I want another stack of those. So I'm going to go ahead and kiss that to there. And we're going to just do the right side over here, just so I kind of can see that in my scene. Look at that, it's masked out. Okay, so proportion, uncheck that, do -44 to spin it. Let's go ahead and kiss this on over here. There we go. Let's get a couple more boxes on into here. So let's duplicate this. Let's get like 3 of those on in. Over here, we're just gonna make all those just a skosh smaller. Why not? Don't forget to save, boys and girls. Okay, there we go. Now we have this scene all comped in. Look at that. Everything's tracked in, looking good. Obviously, we can spend probably another couple hours on this, getting things to kind of mesh into the scene a little bit better, but that is the gist of comping it all together. All right, so that's comping all that on in, and we will see you guys in the next video, or if you want to just kind of pick and choose a video, go ahead and do that. Always remember that there's another video coming up. And if you don't know how we got here to this scene, go ahead and check out in the links below. You'll see the very first video and the whole series to go on through. Go check that out, everybody. We have a Patreon account right down below. Anything helps. Any other musicians out there? I've got a band, Fade to Black. Check it out. If you have a band, leave it in the comments. Let's check that out. Hey, if you guys like these tutorials, please subscribe and click the bell if you want to get notified. Tons more tutorials coming up.